down by the stream enjoying the night. Um, there are people in this world that love the outdoors, and when you genuinely love the outdoors, you don't have a fear of animals. Um, like I don't have any fears when I'm in the outdoors. Like being out here down by the stream. Like to me, it's relaxing and peaceful. And to other people, it might be nerve wracking or it might drive them crazy. I mean, I have no idea. But for me personally, I love it. Like this is peaceful and relaxing. And I've done a lot of camping in my life. I went to Algonquin Park and I spent a week there. You just like camping out in the middle of nowhere, and the entire sky was lit up with stars. It was beautiful. Like I saw every animal you could imagine. I heard coyotes and bears, and when you don't have those fears, nothing really bothers you. Um, I've seen a lot of animals, like everything you can think of, as far as in the Northeast. Um, so I don't have those fears of them. It doesn't bother me, and I spend a lot of time outdoors, so I don't worry about ticks at all. If I was concerned about ticks, I would uh, wear some kind of repellent, but you could easily use an all natural repellent for ticks. So I don't have any fears of spiders. Like none of that stuff bothers me at all. Like I just come down here and I relax and I enjoy the moment. And a lot of people, they miss out on those moments because they're too busy with their lives, and that's their choice. I just choose to be different. I choose to enjoy moments like this. But this is so peaceful for me. I have the perfect seat. It's comfortable. Like I enjoy it. I lost everything, so it opened up my eyes to see stuff I didn't see before. Like all the little things that most people would take for granted. Like I enjoy those things. So this is awesome for me. If you spent a lot of time camping, you really wouldn't be afraid of spiders. Like I know a lot of people are terrified of spiders, but you're a grown person, an adult who can easily crush a spider, and that fear is in your mind. It's in the person's mind, and a person could choose not to be afraid of spiders. So I mean, like you would try to expose yourself to the least scary spider out there, and like just pet it. Say, I'm just saying a tarantula. Um, it everyone tells you it's not going to bite you, it's not going to hurt you, so you feel comfortable, and then you actually like feel it, and then you expose yourself to that, and then you realize, okay, that fear is an illusion. It's not really there. Your mind accepts that um, it it's okay, and it's an okay thing to have this tarantula on your hand, because it's not going to hurt you. So that opens you up to being able to see a spider that creeps you out and you're terrified. You just realize that you're a person and that's a spider, and all you technically have to do is step on it or crush it with a shoe. Like that's the way I see it. So like a spider doesn't scare me. None at all. I don't have any fear of them. I don't go and put my hands in a hole expecting to get bit by a spider. I'm aware of my surroundings wherever I'm going, and that makes me feel comfortable. So like everyone has different fears. I knew a very big man that was terrified of midgets, and it made absolutely no sense to me. I would ask him, like, what's the big deal? Why are you terrified of midgets? And it was just a fear to him. And some people have different fears and they don't know why. Like people love going to amusement parks and going on roller coasters. Some people don't like roller coasters. They're terrified of them. So every person is different and they adjust to different fears differently. So, like, I'm a grown man who can protect myself and take care of myself. Like, why would I be afraid of another grown man? Like, that's the way I see it. Somebody else might not see it that way. They're just like, they're terrified, um, and that's their own business. I just everyone approaches life differently. Everyone sees life differently. And there are actually a lot of videos that I've seen on YouTube of people who are genuine, good-hearted people who offer their wisdom, and like I watch it, I love it. So like I'm interested in rodeos and stuff because it's totally different from what I know. So like I'll watch rodeos and horses and like um, just watching how they interact with horses. I love it. It's like to me it's beautiful. I enjoy seeing how much control they have over a horse and how the horse adapts to the person and their behavior and the temperament. Like I like to pay attention. So, but I love animals. Like I would love to go to a safari. So that stuff is exciting to me. Other people, no, terrified. Like I would, there's a lion sanctuary. I would love to go there and meet the lions. Like to me, that sounds exciting. Um, and I know the caretaker trusts the lions, so like I trust his experience to, tell me like, hey, this is not going to go well, so forget this, because he's going to deal with people constantly. He's going to feel their temperament, so he knows whether a person is going to be terrified, and that might trigger the lion, which he's obviously does not want to happen. So he's going to be cautious. He's going to be aware, and plus he works with them constantly, so he loves them, and they're basically big cats to him. Like I always take stuff take stuff like that into consideration. Like these people, have been working in the rodeo circuit for like 30 years, working with horses, and they know everything about horses. So I'm like, all right, I'm here to learn. So I watch them, and it's exciting to me. Other people, boring. It's like they want to watch a TV show, and that's your thing. Everyone's different. It's peaceful. Okay, so I do not have a flashlight. Like all I have is the light on the camera, and obviously it's not a very good quality camera. It's not a big deal to me. It doesn't matter. For me, it's more about enjoying the moment. But I have ridiculously good night vision. Like I see very well at dark and at night, so it doesn't like I'm okay. Like I'm perfectly comfortable. Um, and I can walk through the woods. Like no big deal. Like it doesn't bother me at all. Like some people would be terrified, and I've seen foxes and coyotes, and like it doesn't scare me. And when you're not, like one thing about animals, when you're not afraid of them, they know that. Like it's natural for them. It's instinct. So they're like, okay, this person is entered into my territory, and it's not. I don't see fear. I don't see anything alarming about them. So I'm open to them being here, and that's what it is. Like when you spend so much time outdoors, you have that feeling like the outdoors, that the animals are open to you and they accept you. Like, it may sound odd and weird, but in all sincerity, it's true. You just feel it's a natural environment for you. I mean, you think about people who grew up in the Amazon, or somewhere else, and at Africa. If you grew up in Africa, you would be adapted to your normal environment. So what seems uh, what someone might be afraid of um, is perfectly natural to another person. It's just being able to adapt to your environment and be okay with your surroundings and not feel alarmed and not, like, all that is in the mind. It's truly in the mind. A person can approach their fears constructively and try to solve their problems and their fears in alternate methods. It is so awkward for me to, like. It's awkward for me to record myself. I feel dumb, and other people, it comes natural, it's comfortable, it's like they love the camera, they love the attention. Like, that's awesome, good for you, I appreciate that. That's your thing, but I'm not like that. I don't like to record myself and stare at myself in a camera. That's not my thing. So we're all different. I don't judge or hate anybody. Other people, they wouldn't understand this. Like, they don't get this. It's like, this is peaceful for me. This is relaxing. You know that some people would be completely freaked out, and it's the oddest thing. It's weird, but we were all created different, and, like, part of life is realizing that we were all created very different. So, like, what's what's perfectly, you know relaxing for one person seems like crazy for another. But, that's them. That's in that person's mind. Like, oh, that's far different from what I accept as normal. I'm like, okay, well, that's your choice, but this is peaceful for me, so I like it. I love it. I love being outdoors. I can go hiking all day. Um, I pack my bag with food and water, and I can easily hike all day. And you stop, you drink, you eat, like, you go at your own pace, and I just love it. So I could literally go all day. I don't mind being in the dark. Like, that's not doesn't bother me. I don't need a flashlight. I can see perfectly fine. Like, and then everybody's eyes are different. You know, um, person could bring a flashlight. I don't need a flashlight. I see perfectly fine. Doesn't bother me one bit. And my eyes are used to it. Like, I wasn't one of those people that always had to have a million lights on in the house. And, like, everybody's different. Maybe you like to have the house all lit up. That's great. But I'm not like that. Like, I use whatever light I'm using, and that's it. I don't need to have the whole entire house lit up. And, like, I'm not saying don't deck your house for Christmas, because obviously if you do that, But just in general, I don't just walk through the house turning every light on because I can. Like I'm more of a conservative person, and I can't judge someone else for being different from what I am. But that's just the way I am. So like the being in the dark's not scary to me. It's not alarming. Like I don't have those fears. And people, yeah, they dwell on those fears, and that they actually can be very crippling to a person mentally. And it, it's trying to figure out how to get past them is important because they'll hold you there a prisoner. You know, the thoughts will. I think spiders and ticks would probably be what people are most afraid of. Like, you know, as far as, you know, being concerned about, I think those are the two major ones. And, you know, in at least in the United States, I don't know. In other countries, obviously have different things. But spiders don't bother me. I I see a spider, and if it's not where it's supposed to be, I pay attention because obviously I would be concerned about it biting someone else. So you know, but as far as like seeing regular spiders that I know don't bite people, I'm not going to go out of my way to hurt it because or kill it because you know I feel the urge. I don't have that urge to do that. I'm not a person that likes to kill things, and that's my personal opinion. I mean, everybody's different. I definitely think that animals know hunters. Like to me, it would seem perfectly normal. There's nothing wrong with hunting. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with hunting. So like, I don't want people to get the wrong idea. Um, but I would think an animal, like they know the person hunts other animals, so I would think they would pick that up. It just the person's temperament is what I would think would become alarming to them. So they would be like, okay, this person, I need to pay more attention to him, like that, or her. That's how I think animals would approach uh, someone who hunts other animals, and they pick that up. I would think they would just pay more attention to them. So me, I always feel more welcome. Like I to me, the going hiking is welcoming. It's a welcome environment. I feel that place. Like I enjoy it. I love it. I love the outdoors. So that's my thing. Other people are different. You know, it's important in life to pursue your interests. Um, like happiness is truly pursuing your interests. Finding out what you really like to do, and then being dedicated to it.